Your tenure as Colonial Magistrate is suspended, pending an official investigation of your affiliation with the Sons of Korhal. Receiving incoming transmission.
Hey man, Arcturus's boys sprung me from the prison ship. Apparently they're as frustrated with the Confederates as we are. I know their reputation, but they seem to be on the level. I think Arcturus wanted to speak with you.
Commander, Mar Sara is almost completely overrun by the Zerg. The Confederates are abandoning the planet, and so are we. However, there is one thing I'd like to do before we leave. I want you to raid this colony's Confederate outpost and retrieve whatever design or weapons schematics that you can find in their networks. With the chaos of the Confederates' evacuation, you shouldn't have any trouble getting in or out of their installation.
I'm into it.
Oh, boo bloody who. My tenure as Colonial Magistrate has been suspended. I'm really upset regarding this, and I'm gonna have nightmares over it. Welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft, guys, and this is our first installation mission, or survival mission as you might want to call them. These missions are pretty much a case you get what you're given. You might pick up some stuff on the way, however you can't build units like you would normally. You notice we have access to a hero version of Jim Raynor, and we're going to do what any good civilian, well not civilian, but any good outfit's going to do, and we're going to plaster a bunch of civilians against the wall here. Yep, very dangerous civilians. We're doing this in the name of peace and freedom. Anywho, now that that's over with, Raynor is a hero marine, and he's pretty darn powerful for a marine. I think he's got 300 health or something like that. It's a serious, he's seriously powerful, by the way. This is one reason why you always attack move in this. Yeah, 200 health, 3 armor, 3 weapons. Now, because you can't upgrade your troops in this in these sort of games, there's a Terran Goliath, which is a sort of walker that the Terrans use. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good unit. It's very powerful against enemy air units. It's not so fantastic against ground units. It's still fine, but there are better units against ground units. But it's just a really good all-rounder. Now, as I say, because you can't upgrade your units by using an engineering bay, generally in these sorts of missions you get given a 3-3 upgrade right at the start, which means that your guys are both very resilient and do a lot more damage. I'm not too sure if it upgrades the enemy units. I don't think it does for this one, but I think in the later missions some of them might actually be upgraded. So we had the last mission where we'd been pulled off the world where nothing was a threat to us anymore, and we're now raiding a Confederate science area just so we can steal some info, because like info is what you want to steal more than anything else. And I end up going back on myself a little bit here. I think there's some storyline content this way. If there's not, then that's my fault, I guess. Well, you can go any number of ways. These levels tend to be built sort of maze-like. You obviously don't have access to the ComSat scan or anything like that, so you are pretty much blind this whole area. Oh look, more civilians that we can set on fire with our fire bats.
Go ahead, Commander.
Go fire bats. I don't think they're going to get in range. Oh yeah, there you go. Nothing that can't be solved except by a little bit of fire. Yeah, a few more civilians to mow down as well. They don't really put too much challenging in front of you here. I really don't know why these units are shown again, unless it's for sort of flavour reasons. But it's a, you know, it's just one of those things. We're the good guys and we're mowing down civilians because That's just the way it has to be, I suppose. Raynor's gone off on his own, which is usually something you don't want a hero unit to do, because obviously the win conditions of the level are usually hero unit must survive. And of course I've come all this way and screwed up. So knowing that there's nothing here, I just decide to attack, move all the way back up here. I know this will spread out my forces, but it's not really a big deal. So tomorrow's episode might come a little bit later than normal. Yeah, you can see there he's got 6 armor, which means the normal marine does 1 damage to him, and he's got 20. He does 21 damage with his Gauss rifle, which is, you know, and a normal marine does 6. So Raynor's like a seriously powerful unit, seriously buffed up marine. As I said, my video for tomorrow is probably going to be a little late. Reason for that being that I have a lot of stuff on at the moment, and I probably, and because I'm now entering the realm where I'm going to have to start editing missions due to their length, I might have to delay that one a little bit. But if it is delayed, I'll simply release 2 in one day. I will do mission, I believe this is mission 5, so I'll do mission 6 and 7 on the same day if that's comes out. I want to try and keep up the 1 episode a day, because that keeps a good pace up, keeps the channel ticking over, and it also means that you guys aren't waiting for like 3 months before I actually finish an LP, which I know was something that happened an awful lot in the past. And while it was decent for building up views on one particular video, I think that it's much better when I go into a... it's much better when I get stuff out and get stuff completed. Because as much as people sometimes like going through what most people like doing is seeing the end of it. Oh, let's annoy Jim.
Go ahead, Commander. Hey, quit it. What's your problem, man? Look, Commander, do you mind? I knew I should have stayed in bed this morning. Rainer here. You got my attention.
Now I can say hello to the fire bat as well. This is one thing I love about this game, the fact that you can annoy units.
You got my attention. Is something burning? That's what I thought. I love the smell of napalm. Nothing like a good smoke. Are you trying to get invited to my next barbecue? Got any questions about propane?
A lot of the references are actually to... there are many references to other like forms of media, movies mainly, but there are other things as well.
Gotta move. Are you gonna give me orders? Oh my god, he's wet. I vote we frag this commander. How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit? You want a piece of me, boy?
And of course, sometimes it's always fun to have your character swear. And believe me, in 1998 or something, when this was released, that was a big thing.
Right on.
Of course, with the latest Grand Theft Auto games and all the rest of them, it's not exactly a big thing now. Anyway, we are almost there. So this is a really simple mission. Some of the later ones, I think there is a Protoss one that I'm really not looking forward to, because that one takes a long time and is very... There are a couple of sort of instant kill traps in it. Vulture doing its anti-personnel thing there, but it's melting really quickly under the fire that we're putting into it. And there's nothing in here either, so... I have lost one of my... I believe one of my Marines has been lost, but we're so close to the end of the level now, it doesn't really matter.
Rainer here.
Automated defences aren't a big deal. One thing you do have to realise is that automated defences are detectors, so if you have cloaked units, you don't get to just waltz past them. And of course Rainer's doing his sweet... Rainer's taking his sweet time here, but... Here he comes. Stairs are something Rainer does not understand.
Teleportation field activated.
And yep, the Terrans have teleportation technology. Although it's only pad to pad, it's not
Unauthorized
it's not sort of
entry
Star Trek
detected.
level.
Rainer here.
That always makes things always means things are going to go bad for you, doesn't it, when you say unauthorized entry detected.
It's them. Blast them. Rainer here.
don't know where I've heard that before.
Rainer here.
Now,
Go ahead, Commander.
I actually like the fact they included these sort of missions in the game, just because it adds something a little bit different than the standard go here and make a load of units and throw them at someone mission. It also means that it doesn't mean that you're doing a stealth mission either, because sometimes I hate stealth missions in strategy games. They're really irritating.
This is Jimmy.
But overall, I like the feel of these missions. They do add a little bit of tension, because obviously small mistakes can lead to huge mistakes, because losing 1 or 2 units at the wrong time can often mean the difference between success and failure when you're dealing with a difficult mission. But this is the computer terminal that we need. As you can see, very, very easy mission. We just need to take these guys out just for kicks, and then we'll download the info. And that's the end of that.
Hey, we found the plans, man. And the transport's waiting when we come out.
Looks like they've got about the same sort of internet connection I had for 20 odd years or so. Anyway, that is going to be it for this mission, guys. Thanks very much for watching, but we have one very bad piece of news at the end of this, and we've escaped with the data disk, but the Protoss have decided that shit got real, and they have killed everyone and everything on the surface of Mars Sara. See you next time.